you speak English?
A little?
Can I? So you're going to Paris?
Yeah.
And I can join. Thank you very much. Jos.
Stefan.
Nice to meet you.
Last week I decided to go hitchhiking. I've always wanted to hitchhike once because it's something out of your comfort zone and I think you will experience some things that you don't experience in everyday life. I took a cardboard, a marker, my backpack and a camera and I went on an adventure. A few days earlier I had seen a documentary about street soccer in Paris. It really caught my attention and that's why I chose Paris as my destination. From Venlo to Paris is about 470 kilometers. It takes you 5.5 hours by car without a break.
We hebben de camera mee. Daarachter komen we staan. Bordje onder streek en dan kijken we hoe ver we komen.
Oké, nu gaat het avontuur dus echt beginnen. Bordje gemaakt, Maastricht. We gaan zo meteen hier staan, kijken of de autostoppen dus mee kunnen nemen.
I had my cardboard ready with Maastricht written on it and less than 1 minute later the first car that passed by offered me a ride to Maastricht.
Moet u naar Maastricht? Ja. Ja, mag mee, super. Kijk, dat is heel erg snel. Ja, ik stop er zaten. Ik denk nog geen minuut. Wat je gaan, Loes?
Ja.
Oh ja, ik wil ook gaan, Loes, dank je.
Ik ben nooit in mijn mee, dus...
A good start is half the battle. We drove from Venlo to Maastricht and the first 70 kilometers were soon done. So I had reached my first point. Now the plan was to go in the direction of Paris and I changed the sign from Maastricht to Paris.
We zitten in de vrachtwagen. Met Victor.
Again, in less than 5 minutes I had a new ride. Victor, a Slovakian truck driver, could take me to the border between the Netherlands and Belgium.
Oké, ik heb nu een lift gehad van Mariet en van Victor. Victor is een Slovaakse chauffeur. Hij heeft me afgezet bij de grens tussen Nederland en België. En dan mag dadelijk daar met die Poolse chauffeur mag mee richting Parijs. Bouilly, ik weet niet wat hij zei, dat is in ieder geval de buurt van Parijs. En dan zie ik daar al verder een lift te pakken.
So after that Victor had dropped me off at the border, I had another ride within 5 minutes. It was Vitaly, not a Polish but a Ukrainian truck driver. His English was not very good, so it was hard to communicate. I didn't know exactly where he was going, but I understood that it was about 100 kilometers from Paris. And on that I decided to go with him.
Ja. Nog 100 kilometer van Parijs af. Dan ga ik even een nieuwe lift proberen te fixen. Van Nederland, vrachtwagens, auto's. We gaan het proberen. Hi, you speak English? Can I? So you're going to Paris?
Yeah.
And I can join. Thank you very much. Jos.
Stefan.
Nice to meet you.
Coincidence or not, or maybe also a bit of luck, but this time again I had another ride after only 5 minutes. Stefan, a Frenchman, was on his way home to Paris and I could join the ride with him. He said we could take a motorbike at his warehouse so he could easily bring me to the city center.
Ja, we zijn hier aangekomen bij zijn loods. Vandaag met de motor naar Parijs.
He loved cars and motorbikes and had as many as 17 bikes in his warehouse.
Kijk hoe ik ben beland, man. Dit is gewoon niet allemaal minibikes staan. Dit is Ferraris, daarachter staan Lamborghinis. Aan de andere kant iets van 70 motors zitten nog net op de zin. Allemaal Cartier boxen, Adidas.
This is something I enjoy about hitchhiking. You meet someone and you don't know where you're going to end up and what you're going to experience. Stefan showed me his work, his motorbikes, and after that he brought me by bike to the city center of Paris. in about 6 hours I was 470 kilometers away from where I started. On the back of a motorbike through Paris with someone I didn't know until an hour ago. As I said, I was inspired by a documentary about football in Paris. So the next day I decided to go to the PSG training ground to see if I could film something. Arrived at the training ground, it wasn't even allowed to film the youngsters. So after 10 seconds of filming, I had to turn off my camera. I could still film some famous players, but for the real stars it was a too long wait for me to see them for just a few seconds. I was advised not to go with my camera to the neighborhoods where they play a lot of street soccer. So going there with my camera wasn't very safe. Somebody told me another place where they play a lot of soccer in Paris, and also on this place I was not allowed by the security to film. A little hopeless, I continued my search to street soccer until I arrived at the most iconic pitch of Paris, where I could shoot the next video. With this video as the end, I also end my hitchhiking adventure for this time. I had a super experience and in my opinion I didn't need a big stadium to make a cool video about soccer. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, thanks for watching and see you next time.